We thank you, Lord, for being a good father, a father, friends, the friendless. Oh God, we thank you. Notre merci, Seigneur. Let no pa gen zami nou jwen nou. Let no pa gen person nou jwen nou. When nobody's there, you stand by our side and you keep watching over us. Thank you, Lord God. We thank you, Jesus. Thank you because you're able to lift up our hands. We can open our mouth. We can move. We thank you. We thank you for your shoulder. We thank you for your strength. We thank you for who you are. We thank you for the strength that you give us, Lord God. Thank you for all that you've done. Let's worship the Lord. Jesus, what a friend for sinners. Hallelujah. Jesus, what a friend for sinners. Jesus, lover of my soul. Friends may fail me, for sell me. He, my Savior, may say, Jesus, what a friend for sinners. Jesus, lover of my soul. Friends may fail me, for sell me. friendship, God. We thank you for your friendship. I don't know for you, but me, I'm grateful for God's friendship. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your friendship. Your friendship is everything to us. We exalt you, God. He is exalted. Hallelujah. He's exalted, the King is exalted on high. I will praise him. He's exalted forever, exalted, and I will praise him. Oh, he is the Lord. He is the Lord. Forever his truth shall reign. Heaven and earth rejoice in his holy name. He is exalted, the Regardez tout ça vous fait pour moi. Personne pas adorer en place moi. Mais adoration, adoration moi. Toute adoration moi. Recevoir adoration moi. Toute adoration. Mais adoration. Toute adoration moi. Recevoir adoration moi. Toute adoration moi. Je suis pas j'en veux adoration moi. C'est bon. Je t'envoie pas tes sous ma adoration moi. C'est bon. Bouche-moi pas me fermer. Bouche-moi pas j'en veux adoration moi. C'est bon. Je t'envoie pas des sous. Je t'envoie pas des sous. Adoration moi. C'est bon. Non, bouche-moi pas préféré. Bouche-moi pas j'en veux adoration moi. C'est bon. Je t'envoie pas Jésus comme adoration moi. And I will, and I will, and I will not oh, I will always worship you as long as I'm breathing. Oh, I am. I will always. And I will, and I will, and I will not as long as I'm breathing. I will always worship you. And I will not be silent. I will always worship you. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. Worship, all of my worship. Receive my worship, all of my worship.
All right, now we will have Sister Joria Colas in our second reading of the word, and this will be done in Esther chapter 9, verses 16 to the end. I ask everyone to rise for the reading of the word. In Esther chapter 9, verses 16 to the end.
But the other Jews that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together and stood for their lives, and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000. But they laid not their hands on the prey. On the 13th day of the month, Adar, and on the 14th day of the same rested day, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day thereof, and on the 14th thereof, and on the 15th day of the same they rested, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. Therefore the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month, Adar, a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day, and sending portions one to another. And Mordecai wrote these things, and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar, and the 15th day of the same yearly, as the days were when the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which turned unto them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning into a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai had written unto them. Because of Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agate, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast Pur, that is, the lot to consume them and to destroy them. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head, and that he and his son should be hanged on the gallows. Wherefore they called these Purim after the name of Pur. Therefore all the words of his letters, and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them, the Jews ordained and took upon them, and upon their seed, and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so as it should not fail, that they would keep these to 2 days according to their writing, and according to their appointed time every year, and that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, and every city, and that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed. Then Esther the queen, the daughter of Abihail, and Mordecai the Jew, wrote with all authority to confirm the second letter of Purim. And he sent the letters unto all the Jews, to the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Ahasuerus, with words of peace and truth, to confirm these days of Purim in their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen had enjoined them, and as they had decreed for themselves and for their seed the matters of fasting in their cry. And the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Now we welcome our brother Jonathan, and welcoming our visitors and celebrating our May birthdays.
God is good. All the time. God is good. All the time. Come on, guys, you can do better. God is good. All the time. Bon Dieu bon. Bon Dieu bon. Hallelujah. We want to welcome our visitors. We have a few special guests this morning. I'm going to let my pastor to do that job. But j'avais salué chaque monde, bah vraiment qui visité dans la salle là, à part de special guests. Nous voulons célébrer l'anniversaire chaque monde qui a fêté un bagage matin, un anniversaire de naissance, de baptême, de conversion. Et la soirée nous avons Sister Bella Et quand je dis, c'est sœur nous, sœur Espérance, bon, le paquet de monde qui a fêté, soit fêté l'événement, nous avons sœur Sarah. Sœur Laura qui a fêté matin. Et qui est-ce qui a fêté? Nous avons pile de monde qui a fêté. Nous avons sœur Marie Nestlé qui a fêté matin. Eh bien, l'église, nous avons pile de bagages, puisque nous connaissons des bagages en pile matin. Nous allons mettre voix, nous avec voix par pour nous souhaiter mon sayo yon happy birthday, amen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. En français. Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Mettez là que bon Dieu, c'est plus gros cadeau que tu as fait tout. Bon Dieu, bénis nous, bon dimanche.
Okay, now, putting an apporter une annonce pour semaine. Every Monday, chaque lundi, nous avons une prière de 7h30 jusqu'à 9h. Every Monday, we have our prayer meeting from 7:30 to 9 in the morning, at night, I'm sorry. Every Wednesday night, we have our prayer with Sister Liston, and I also want to say, we are happy to see you, says Sister Liston. The devil has no victory over your life. All right? So we have Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, with Sister Liston prayer from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Chaque mercredi, nous avons une prière nous. De 7h à 8h avec Sœur Liston. Sunday school service starts at 10 a.m. L'école du dimanche commence à 10h chaque dimanche, and our worship service starts at 11 promptly afterwards. 11h, nous avons commencé service adoration nous. Friday, May 24, 2019, Children's Ministry and Girl Scouts will be meeting starting at 5:30. Call one of the team members if you need a ride for your child. So, si vous avez besoin de chercher petit tout, really une member Children's Ministry avec Girl Scouts, c'est Maïloud, Brother Wona Donatien, c'est Désert, c'est Agad, and there's one more, c'est Esmenta. All right. Harvest Day is coming up, Sunday, May 26. Fête moisson nous a commencé à ce dimanche là. Therefore, we have put together a revival week starting Monday, the 20th to the 26th. Okay, and our directors for the service from Monday, the 20th to the 26th, will be as follows. Monday is Sister Darby Dorilas. Tuesday will be Sister Patrice Coriolis. Wednesday will be Yvonne Jime. Thursday will be my wife Betty LaPlante. Friday will be Sister Minusly Monestime. And Sunday will be Sister Agat Shalma. And our service will start at 7 promptly. All right, and that is our announcements for the week. This church is where everybody is somebody. First Haitian Church of God looks forward to making this local community place a church where everybody is somebody. Enjoy the service, everyone. I now move on to our offering service. Actually, we will start with our special selections. And our first selections will be from Monhagen Mass Choir. We'll be selectioning l'église, premier choral l'église Middletown, directed by First Lady Sister Lukman. All right. Tout de suite après, we're gonna have a selection from Divinity Driven, and a third selection from Leaders in Training. Everybody, pay attention and be ready when the time comes.
To the garden alone, while the dew is still on roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God is close. And the melody that he gave to me, within my heart is ringing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me that I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there on the earth as ever. And he walks with me, and he talks. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there. Oh yeah, as ever. Oh yeah, no. salut, mon divin. La
Next, we have our divinity driven.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God is good. All the time. God is good. All the time. Amen. I pray that everyone is blessed through this song, Reckless Love. The love of God is reckless. It overflows in our life, and I pray that everyone is touched. Be blessed.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I found peace that I denied. I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. Felt no worth, you paid